The next topic is release procedure, approval process. Now, so far we have created purchase order in different ways. You are creating a purchase order directly or with reference to purchase requisition or with reference to RFQ, contract, etc. Now, to our purchase order, we are going to add some more business process. Then what is that some more business process? Normally, what happens in the company, some purchase orders will be go for approval and some purchase orders will not go for approval. For example, in an organization, I am working as a mechanical in charge or mechanical engineer in mechanical department. My worker informs me, sir, we need a material of so and so quantity. Now, in that organization where I am working, the company has given me the permission in such a way that I can create a purchase order and I can directly send to the supplier. I can receive the material also, provided my limitation is 1 lakh rupees, not more than that. So it means up to 1 lakh rupees, I can purchase any stationery material or a raw material or a finished material, what not, whatever the material. But limit is 1 lakh. Let us say a order has been created where the value of the PO is more than 1 lakh. Then I don't have permissions or authorizations. Then what I am going to do? I will pass it on to my manager. Sir, we need this material of so and so. As this limit is more than 1 lakh, so I need to get a signature from you, approval from you. The manager will sign it. Again, manager will have the limitation. Let us say 5 lakh rupees. Up to 5 lakhs, the manager can approve it. More than that, he don't have the permissions. Then pass it on the purchase order to senior manager. Now, senior manager has a limitation up to 10 lakhs. If it is more than that, pass it on to vice president. Vice president has a limitation 1 crore. More than that, ultimately your CEO or managing director, whoever it may be. So, depending upon the value of the material or value of your PO, this approval process takes place. Let us say we created a purchase order where the value of the purchase order is more than 1 crore or 10 crores. Manager will sign it, senior manager will sign it, vice president will sign it, and finally it will goes to CEO. So your boss, ultimately your chairman or managing director has kept a condition. I will approve the purchase orders only the lower department levels, they will approve it and they will check it properly. Then finally I will approve it. So therefore, manager will sign, goes to senior manager, goes to vice president, senior vice president, whatever the organization hierarchy the company follows. During this process, if any of the department head or the user or the person will not approve the purchase order, it will be blocked. It will be blocked means purchase order will be blocked during this approval process. For example, vice president is not there, he is on leave, or he is went to another country on office work, or he is on duty with some other work. Some authorization person has to approve it, or else till we need to wait until he sign the PO. If all the people are approved, it will be sent to the supplier. If not, it will be blocked. So we call this process as a PO approval of the purchase orders, and the process is called approval process. In our SAP ERP environment, we call this as a release procedure. It's a very, very important topic. Each and every company will have this business scenario. All the purchase orders will not go for approval, guys. Only certain POs will go for approval. Please remember. Okay. So the main function of release procedure is to determine the online approval process or release process during the purchasing of the materials, goods and services from vendor. The main function of release procedure is to determine the online approval process or release process during the purchasing of the materials and services from vendor. The release procedure is also called as approval process. Okay, fine. Now, as I said, one purchaser has to go for approval and one purchaser should not go for approval. Then how can you control in the system then? I'll say this purchaser should go for approval and then next purchaser should not go for approval. Then how can you control? So for that, we'll select some parameters. Now my requirement is based upon value, based upon my purchasing organization, the purchasing group and document type. So my condition here is I will take four parameters into consideration. One is value, another is purchasing organization, another is purchasing group, another is document type. Now let's say for example, see here. So my condition here is one is value. So obviously value of the PO, that is one parameter. Another parameter is purchasing organization. Another parameter is purchasing group. Another parameter is document type. So by taking these parameters into consideration, the purchaser should go for approval. Now for example, value of the PO. So let us say it is from $1 to $5 lakh or $50,000, whatever it is. Purchasing organization. So my purchasing organization 2011, then purchasing group 222 and my document type ZPO. It means when I create a PO, I need to select the document type ZPO. I need to use the purchasing organization purchasing group 2011222, whatever it is. And the value of the PO should be within this range from $1 to $50,000 or from 1 rupee to 50,000 rupees, whatever the currency it is. Then the PO will go for approval. This is my condition. Suppose if I change any of this parameter, instead of ZPO, if I select some other, instead of this purchasing group, some other, instead of this purchasing group, some other, instead of this value, some other value, then what happens? The system will not throw any error message. The system allowed to create a PO, but the purchase order will not go for a approval process. You can create a PO, but PO will not go for approval. So like this. Okay. So these parameters, what are the parameters I said? Those are maintained or created in the form of characteristics. And these characteristics again maintained in the class. So class contains multiple characteristics. So like this one by one, the steps we need to perform. Now we'll go for the configuration settings. SPRO, IMGMM, purchasing, purchase order, release procedure for purchase orders. Release procedure for purchase orders. Under this first step, edit characteristics. Edit characteristics. Now, whenever you are writing value of the PO, how will you write? For each and every word, you will give some space. But when you are creating in the form of a characteristics, you should not give any space at all. So first I'll create value of PO. It's just an example, guys. Underscore our company code, for example 2001. Enter the date. Click on create. Click on create. In basic data description, value of PO, status released, and data type as it is a value, currency format, and number of characters is 15. And what are the currency? Number of characters is 15. This is the maximum number of digits allowed. Multiple values, interval values allow. Now additional data. We are entering value in the purchase order whenever you create a net price and all. That value where will be stored? That is stored in the form of a field name GNETW. All the fields will be stored in the database table. Table name is CEKKO. The field name and the table name are standard even in the real time. Press enter. So the system will check whether this so and so field is maintained, is available in the table or not. Press enter and save. Next, I am creating another characteristic document type. Underscore, I'll give my company code. For example, click on create. Description, document type for PO, status, release, and document type can be character format. It may be numeric or alphanumeric. and maximum number of characters or digits or alphabets allowed is 4. You want to go for a single document type or multiple values? I'll go for multiple document types. Additional data. The document type is stored in the field name called BSCRT, and table name remains same because table contains multiple fields. Then again press enter, save. Then again I'll create purchasing organization as PURORG. It's just an example, guys. You can create what are the characters you want, and underscore I'll give company code. If you want to create only purchasing organization like this also you can create. It's not a compulsory you put underscore then you mention any company code or company name and all. It's just an example. I'm saying it again. So I'm creating purchasing organization underscore my company code. Click on create. In basic data, purchasing organization, description, status release, character format, number of characters, multiple ones. Multiple values. Again, additional data. Wherever you have the field called purchasing organization, you are entering the purchasing organization. That purchasing organization is stored in the field name called EKORG, and this field name is stored in the table name called CEKKO. Press enter. Say next, purchasing group. I'll create a PURG. Just an example. Click on create. Character format, number of characters, multiple values. additional data. The field name for purchasing group is EKGRP. Table name remains same. Press enter. Save. So I created 4 characters. Next, edit class. Class contains multiple characteristics. In the real time, we can create our own class, but here I am following the SAP already given existing class FRG underscore EKKO. And class type is standard 032 release strategy. So click on change. It's not create because it's already there. So click on change. In basic data, description, status release and valid from. Description, status release and valid from. Now click on this characteristics tab. Now what I am going to do is I am selecting the existing characteristics and I am going to delete. You'll have the option delete option at the bottom. Click on delete. Do you want to delete the characters? Yes. Click on as, click on as, click on as, click on. Now I will enter the characteristics. What are the characteristics I created? Enter all the created characteristics. Say define release procedure for purchase orders. Define release procedure for purchase orders. Release groups. Release groups. Click on new entries. Click on new entries. For example, I'll create release group 22. It may be numeric, alphanumeric, alphabetic. Class what you created. Description. For example, save. Release codes. Click on new entries. So release group is nothing but department head or the user. So sorry, release group is the created 22. Release code is nothing but the user or the department head who is going to approve that. For example, I create as a A1 manager release group, B1 senior manager release group 22, C1 vice president release group 22, D1 the CEO or MD. So depending upon the requirement, we'll have this organization hierarchy. Press enter and save. Release indicator. So here make sure that the release indicators by default it will be there, block and released. It means if all the department heads approve, it will be released. During this process, if any of the department heads or the user will not approve, it will be blocked. Next, release strategies. Release strategies. Click on new entries. The release group what I created is 2 and release strategy. For example, I am creating it as a S1. If the price ranges from 1, give some space, minus symbol, space 5000. It means if the value of your purchase order is up to $5,000 or euros or rupees, whatever it is the currency format, then who has to sign it? For example, I'll keep only manager. If you sign it, it will send to us. No, it has to go for next level. So 2 departments has to sign. No, it has to go for next level. So 3 users has to sign it. It means now if the value of your PO is up to $5,000, it's compulsory and mandatory A1, B1 and C1 has to approve it. Then only it is sent to the supplier. Either you can stop up to first level, you can go more than third level also. Next is release prerequisites. This release prerequisite will decide how this approval process takes place from C1 to A1 or A1 to C1. Click on release prerequisites. So always it will start with manager to express. So activate this option. Enter. Now in the next step you can understand it. So what are the permutations and combinations you will have? The first case, see now. No one is approved. A, B, C. Status is block. Out of 3, only A is approved. Status is block. Out of 3, A and B is approved. C is not approved. Block. Out of 3, A, B, C. Everybody is approved. Finally it is released. Depending upon the release codes, what you select, the remaining process takes place. Next, classification. Here it is very important. So whatever the values I told you here, right? So value of the PO, purchasing organization group, document type and all, the values will enter here. So the value, order type is set PO, purchasing organization 2011, purchasing group and value 1 to 5000. The same, whatever the value you have entered, it should be same. Press enter. So the system will coincides and they will check it. If these 4 parameters coincides, then only the release procedure will display in the purchaser. That will see the result finally. If you change any of this parameter, still you can create a PO, but it will not go for approval process. Go back, save. Next, release simulation. simulate release. Now double click on the one by one release codes. If you double click on A1 is approved, status is block. Double click on B1, B1 is approved, status is block. And double click on C1, all the people are approved, it's released. Enter, save. Click on new entries to S2 if the price ranges from so and so. A1, B1, C1, D1. So like this, you can have as many release strategies as you can. Release statuses. The same process. This time you have 4. So no one is approved. In the first case, only 1 is approved, remaining 3 are not approved. Block. 2 are approved, remaining 2 are not approved. Block. 3 are approved, 1 is not approved. Block. All the people are approved, released. ZPO, their purchasing organization, purchasing group, and the value. Go back, save. Release simulation, simulate release. A1 is approved, B1 is approved, C1 approved, and final D1 is approved, released. Save. Check release strategies. The last step, check release strategies. Here, the system displays the summary or the status of the previous steps, whether you are done correctly or not. If there are any error messages, warning messages are there, it will display. So we'll check one by one. So basic checks, no errors found. Next. So groups are correctly maintained, class is correctly maintained, and these are the characteristics what we created. So everything should be displayed in green color. Next, codes are correctly maintained, indicators are correctly maintained, and check your release groups. So 2 to S1 and 2 to S2 are correctly maintained. Now you can go for execution of the result of the release procedure. So what are the parameters we maintain? Depending upon that parameters, we need to select exactly those parameters and we'll cross examine whether system will display the approval process or it displays approval process or not. So the PO approval we'll see in the next class. So these are total background settings, that is configuration settings we need to perform.